Hello, it's Jang here with a look at the LEGO City 2016 large fire helicopter set called the Fire Response Unit. This helicopter itself is very smooth looking with specialized pieces for the front and the back. It has a nice amount of detail around the engines, and of course, as always, you can spin up the main rotor blades. It has landing gear on it, including the one in the front that can actually swivel around. And around the back, everything is completely closed up. It has just a thin tail. Of course, you can spin the tail rotor, but you notice there are no doors or no entryways into this thing where it looks like folks would be able to get in. You can get into the cockpit section by just removing the entire thing, and that's where you see the pilot. You can use either of your included firefighters to be the pilot, and it just has one single little printed piece for a console. Behind the pilot is where you can transport these 2x2 trans light blue bricks that represent water. It's kind of a tank. Basically, this is a tanker unit, although the tank section really stops about here. So most of this space back here is just unused. You drop the water over a fire by simply moving this light bar out of the way, and that will just open up the floodgates, and all of these come spilling out. To refill the water, you just place it into this slot, which is always there, so you don't have to open anything up. While I'm up here, I do want to point out this 3x3 cross piece, which is now available in black. Very nice. The thing that's on fire in this set is this C bin, a corrugated steel container with some tools around the outside. It's got some flammable tanks there. See, it looks like it's been converted possibly into a bit of a workshop space, but I think this thing looks fantastic personally, and I really appreciate these kind of corrugated steel style of design of panel pieces in this color, in olive. We're getting them in a number of colors in this first year of their existence, but I think the olive looks the best. I think it looks fantastic, and just overall, this whole thing just looks really good to me. The idea with the fire in this set is not that you knock over the flames with water pieces as in other 2016 fire sets, but rather you get your helicopter up above and then dump the water out, and the force of it actually flips the entire roof upside down. See, it's actually kind of balanced in there. It's just this one little bit of plate here that just kind of gets a little bit of friction right on the edge, so it's just barely set, almost like a mousetrap, and just a little bit of force will cause that to spin over. The set also includes this fire motorcycle as a first responder, and it just has a light on the back, and you can bring along a fire extinguisher attached to it, but that's not really going to be able to put out a large fire. It's interesting to me that they actually use this newer racing style of design for the cowling and the overall shape of the motorcycle. So it's supposed to look ridiculously fast, but I personally actually like the older ones. They just seem a little bit better for utilities and emergency response. Here's a closer look at the three minifigures, 2 firefighters, 1 male, 1 female, and then the worker who accidentally got that container set on fire. Technically, the leg print of the female figure in the center right now is the set that you should be using for your pilot, but of course you can just swap them around however you want. There are no alternate faces to be seen with either of these, and the torsos are identical between the 2 firefighters. So to me, the helicopter looks really good, and it was actually a fun build, but it's too bad that you can only put 1 person in there, and most of the space on the inside is not usable. The container, I think, looks great, but I'm not a big fan of the gimmick of flipping the roof over. It doesn't look good when it's flipped like that, and I think this would have worked out better done just like other sets from 2016 where you just have, clumps of fire that can just be knocked off. Overall, I think it's a pretty cool set, but not my favorite. Let me know what you think about it by leaving a comment on the video down below, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.